Oh god, my voice failed me there. Hello. I've returned. I know you can't see anything at the moment, just give it a moment, it takes a while. Silly thing can't handle. There we go. Yeah, Zale, people aren't running them because you keep running them. That's one thing you gotta bear in mind, right, Zale? If you want people to start running stuff, you gotta leave a gap in the market, man. Because that way they're like, oh. Well, I can't play it, so I guess I'll give it a go. And then they run it instead. But you always end up running them or stuff that's similar enough that they're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just play in that. I don't need to run it myself. Oh, was that the point of it, Baines? Cool. Chat only notices you when you spam encapsulating, yeah? It is your, just saying, it is your kind of, like, renowned behavior at this point. If someone's spamming in caps, probably you. You're infamous. Buddy wants to run a game but has relegated it to Pathfinder, D&D, or Cthulhu. I mean, do they have the interest? I feel like Shadowrun and Cyberpunk are a lot more niche in terms of interest, right? Like, do they play in those games, or...? As opposed to something like... Yeah, Pathfinder is essentially... Alt D&D. Alternate D&D. D&D is the most popular thing on the market. Call of Cthulhu? A lot of people like that, right? I think. That one is weirdly really popular as well. I don't know if that's just because it's like the only Cthulhu thing out there. Assuming that is what you're talking about. Asked about the other day, he said Cyberpunk might work for his ideas, now no more. Clearly didn't work. Unfortunately. There's tons of Cthulhu systems? Really? I only ever, like, I know I'm not really into it that much, but I only ever hear anyone mention, oh, for fuck's sake, Call of Cthulhu. I feel like I would have heard them come up with the fact that chat was basically exclusively about TTRPGs for like 3 months at one point. I was starting a new D&D campaign. Komuro was talking about that thing with the mechs that I can't remember the name of. And then you with your Myriad games as well. I mean, would any Cthulhu system not have an insanity system? Surely that would be just a default failure on a on a Cthulhu-based system. Triad 3 had the most unique visuals that makes it stand out for the rest of them. I could agree to that, yeah. It's also something World currently has, but won't have forever. World's visuals are currently incredibly unique in terms of how realistic they are compared to the rest of Monster Hunter. But presumably the next game will make that so that's not the case. Atukar will never be in another Monster Hunter game. Never. There's literally no way it ever gets re-added in. Because it's so emblematic of the reinventing the wheel in its final phase, pulling out the wheel. Yeah, it's called no divering, Chisel. I believe. It's in the, I think it's in the cheat codes in the Discord server. Yeah, no divering is what it should be called. I don't think we'll ever see Atukar again, unfortunately. Even though it is a very neat fight. It'd go against what its image is too much. Hey, go away. Hopefully that was enough time for her to begin landing in that area. I don't know if it was, though. If it wasn't, I probably just screwed myself really hard for this area, but hey. There is one Banes, because I've got it on. At the moment. That's why there isn't, like, weird dots all over me screen. Does it just fly straight to Area 2? No, it's in here, okay. It's just taken so long to appear that I was wondering what the hell was going on there. As long as the Jaggy doesn't catch me, I should be good here. Let my stamina tick up just a wee bit. Have enough? Yep, I'm all good. Nice. Good. Just got stopped on the very first egg. Thankfully, they make the Rathian spawn after the first egg is delivered. Not based on time. Otherwise, that would have been horrible for me. Hi. I stole your babies. And then someone is going to eat them. I hate this egg showcasing class. What do you mean? Showcasing? Ah, okay. Fair enough. I do need one more supersized dump. Cool. They raised the tiny wyvern babies to sell them as Monster Hunter Stories copies. That quest description literally said he's got a banquet coming up and he wants the finest wyvern eggs for it. I don't know if he's raising them. To be honest, don't necessarily know if those are gonna get into stories. Gold Wrath wing pressure locks you into an animation where you get carted as your favorite. Yeah, that sucks. True combos are never fun. It's one of the nice things about Monster Hunter release. Most of the true combos you can sort of do something about them. In some way or another. It doesn't make them any less infuriating when you get killed by them, right? But you can't just slot in max wind resistance. That should stop the issue. Should. Hopefully. Eggs going straight to a pan or a cooking pot. Yup. Although honestly, if you look at the Rathian nest, if you look at the Wrath nest at any point, it tends to be mostly broken eggs visually in there anyway, so I don't necessarily know if it's gonna make that massive of a difference. It should be under emulation, Banes. Emulation cheats. What? That actually hit me? Okay, I'm still alive, thankfully. But I love the wall moving him. I have no desire to kill the Kurapeki. I already killed one of them. The only reason I'm here is because I want some commodities from these guys anyway. And Kuru only gives a rarity 1 commodity. Which is not helpful enough for me. I need some higher level ones. Okay. This is the problem with him existing though. It's giving Ludroth more armor. Bayakaru. It's so nice to play this game normally. Relatively normally, again. Instead of playing speedruns. It's just so simple. Installed all the HD stuff, your game still look quite a bit blurrier than mine. Do you have the actual like HD texture pack, Jizzle? That's in the old school Monster Hunter HD project Discord? You do? You got no dithering on yet? 60 FPS? But if you generally just got the upscaling on thingy itself, on Citra itself, turned up to 4 times? As I do. I believe it's 4 times anyway. Yeah, 4 times native. Have it on 6x. Then I don't know. Are you sure the code went in correctly? There isn't like a line after it or something? For the no dithering one? Or like a space somewhere where there shouldn't be a space? Whoops. No dithering code does seem to be the same on my one. So that should be good. Otherwise, I don't know. That's it. Everything should be literally the same. Making sure that 3D isn't turned on the game itself. Somehow. Citra don't make any damn sense to me, I just click the buttons. I don't know how Citra works. Shit's an enigma. Mana for my whetstones? I only used 2. I only came onto this quest with 14. Or not this quest, this expedition. With 14 whetstones. Since I apparently didn't sort my inventory at the end of last stream, and then just immediately went on a quest at the start of this one. So my inventory was a bit weird, a bit fucked. But yes. In terms of whetstones in general, I will be using a lot of them on this playthrough. Because of the fact that I'm never upgrading my weapons, right? 3D was on in the main menu. Yeah, it might be it. Still not limping, huh? Better now? Nice. Now it should look even better than my one does. Oh, he's injured? That's the limp swim? Oh. But that's the good bit. That's the climax of the music. Why you gotta do this to me? Man, this game does look really good, though. I wish I could consistently stream this on a higher, like, upscaling resolution without specifically for you crapping out every time there's more than 3 people in the lobby. So I could run the games looking all good and stuff. Although 4x is as high as it could probably go for me because I've only got 1080p monitor anyway, so probably doesn't make sense to native it up any more than that. Regardless. Hunters are not human. Essentially not, no. The amount of shit that they take is ludicrous, right? They can hold their breath for actual, like, minutes at a time while fully exerting themselves underwater. They can swim around with metal armor and weapons and still be fine, carry them around and stuff. They can go on 50-minute hunts. And don't even necessarily show that much sign of fatigue. As long as they have a few steaks. Good stuff. Let's be honest, though, if you're facing something down like a Rathalos, like a Diablos, a Devil Joe, and that's kind of just your normal day, you kind of not have got me. Gotta be built different at that point, right? It's the only way you can do it. Be right back a second. Hello. For your tutorial never ceases to confuse you. Yeah, it's got a really, really bad tutorial. So that's not surprising. I didn't get the unique drop, unfortunately, but hey ho. That's fine. I did get the super poop that I wanted, so I just need catalyst now. The big mushies. Pick up a great sword, run at max speed without running out of F. Yeah. The stuff they do is just not human. It's just no other way to put it, really. It's just not reasonable. Most of the time, they seem relatively nonchalant about it. Like, gravity's different and stuff, right? But still. Good stuff. Okay. What am I rocking? 120, kind of 100 or 110 across the board. With some bad choices in terms of sharpness for longsword. Legiacrus, sword and shield, really damn good. Same with the dual blades, really good. That Baroff one, man. Man, that Baroff one is tempting. Running between the village and Moga constantly, yeah. It's way too much, right? You have to go in, out, in, out, in, out. Nice. You go sleep for now. Enjoy. Heba, thank you for coming by. Have a good one. Dragon Lady is the quest I want to do last, because that's the one that actually unlocks the proper thing. I am using hammer. Wait, no, I'm not. We actually had weapon requests, right? We did indeed. Lance is what I'm using. Got so used to not having any weapon requests for a while. 1:42 AM on your end? Jesus, Eva. Probably a good time to go to sleep, yeah. Have a good rest. It's 1 PM there. Yeah, you guys are opposite sides of me. Time zone wise. Rest well, Dustin. $7.43 for you, Hunas. It is 6:45 for myself. Good old +0. Actually, we still +1 at this point? I don't know. Time zones are weird. GMT. Good combo. RNG's fucking you over and it's getting quite annoying. What's it fucking you on? Eggs. Oh, stories. Yeah. Is there any particular reason that you're trying to fill in that egg quest, Human Harvest? Because it seems like kind of a miserable quest to do. Bottle caps? Right. Fair. Oh, the back hop didn't work. Tried to be sneaky. Get a little back hop off there, but no such luck. What did I have? Oh yeah, speed gathering. Controller, you did well lasting for 4 hours without screwing me over. Congratulations. I don't mind that you're starting to kind of fuck me a little bit here. You lasted throughout the entirety of 4U, and that's impressive. Where am I at right now in stories? The ice place? Right near the start of the ice place. I just found Gamoth being a royal monster sleeping on the floor. Mouse and keyboard time? It's not even bound. And I'm not binding the entirety of the mouse and keyboard controls. When I could just deal with my stick not working going forward all the time. Oh, I'll live, right? Just don't say anything. Okay, cool. That's annoying. I can see why that would be frustrating, yeah. These weapons that just don't move forwards. It doesn't always work. So it always doesn't work. It doesn't work sometimes. It's not like I'm permanently screwed. Like, it's working fine now, right? Occasionally it just goes, no. The stamina. Blocking takes way too much stamina for me. Need to sharpen at this point. Sharpness is too low. Man, onto the list of skills that might be really good for this challenge. That I've been like slowly accumulating in my head. Basically anything that gives me flat damage increase is really good. Evasion's really nice. But honestly not something I care about overly much if it's gonna sacrifice other skills. So like, crit isn't necessarily amazing, but something like attack up large is really good. Maybe a weakness exploit if I can hit good damage spots would be really good. Since that's flat damage increase in this game, it's not crit. And then speed sharpening, as I think would definitely be something that's worth it. It's very easy to slot in. Razor sharp, sharpness +1. Kind of like the logical next steps of that one, but razor sharp is so easy to get in. Power off armor. It's not worth it at this point, but it's definitely something to consider for a different rank. At this point, the upgrade would be minimal, right? I don't know how much defense up gives, but I imagine it only has defense up small on it. So it probably only gives like, what, 10, 15, 20 defense? Along with the set probably only having like 1 or 2. Maybe 2 to 5 more per piece compared to Jaggy. Might be a bit of a stretch if I can make it there or not, honestly. But I'm thinking Rathalos might not be a terrible one to get in low rank. Gunlance, can you only go into full burst after you do the quick reload? No, you can, if you do a 2... You might just be able to do it off 1 triangle stab, I don't know, but... If you do triangle stab until the end of the combo, it will do the slam attack, and then the slam attack's full burst. I think if you do a triangle, then a triangle circle, then a triangle, it will do like a forward stab, then like an upward stab, then the slam, and then you can blow it up as well. Triangle circle is your friend, basically. Press them both at the same time while not blocking, and it will do a move that sometimes goes into it. I know it does Komuro, but it's just not worth me getting another armor in low rank now, right? Ruggy armor has 2 more defense per piece. To have to farm the full-ass armor set, which is going to take killing so many Ruggy. The amount of time it's going to take to farm it, I could just get to like Rathalos armor or something. It's just going to be so much better. It's just kind of a waste of time. We're gonna get access to weapons with decent sharpness pretty soon. I don't know, man. Even like Legiacrus weapon doesn't really have that great sharpness, to be honest. It's not fantastic. Can't go into full burst without stabbing beforehand. Try to do the triangle circle attack and then go straight into it. No, that doesn't work. I'm pretty sure that only works in 5th gen. Great Jaggy Greatsword? I'm not even using Greatsword. So that ain't helpful at all. What are the weapons I'm using for this run? Longsword, sword and shield, dual blades, lance, gun lance. Greatsword's removed because we're doing the Greatsword Collector's Challenge at the moment, and I don't want to just end up playing Greatsword fucking constantly because we played it a lot in Freedom Unite as well. Don't know what else there was. The chainsaw, the chain slaughter, even that, like the sharpness isn't fantastic, right? It's got a small little chunk of green, but it's not anything to write home about, really. It's okay. Plus hits the grains low ranks pretty alright. Yeah, the thing is, I tend to prioritize sharpness in my weapons. It tends to be one of the things that I upgrade for is good sharpness. So I'm used to having weapons that have, like, good sharpness. So I gotta adjust to the fact that I'm, you know, forge only. But it's gonna mean stuff like that doesn't look like it's good sharpness to me, right? I know. It's not gonna be anything that good, but there's gonna be some stuff that's a lot better than the chain slaughter. Kashala, get on the floor. What game are you playing, Lugia? GU. At least you can spam the shit out of flash bombs. If you remember to bring them. From the upper end, really. That's kind of sucky. MH3U having worse sharpness than I remember. Then. Welcome back to life, Mace. You only had 2, you were tickling his feet for 30 minutes? That sucks. Don't tell me what the weapons are. God damn it, Comrade. Part of the point is that I don't know what I'm going for. Because that way I don't know the thresholds. I don't know where I need to do stuff. I don't know it. Fuck's sake, man. Come on. You should know me by now. I want to know as little information as possible. I know laggy's gonna be good. I didn't even know you could forge actual weapons. I thought those were weaponry only. The challenge run, you're making spreadsheets for these? Not for this one, I'm not. The only ones I'm making spreadsheets for are the collector's challenges, because if I don't, it's going to not take, you know, however many hours. 400 hours, it's going to take me 2,000. And that's going to be impossible to deal with. Collectors are the only ones I'm making spreadsheets for. I think, out of all the ones I've got. I don't think anything else has been spreadsheet worthy as of yet. Hey. Oh no, let me have a look at my runs. Oh man, I really wish it wasn't so fucking warm. Oh, I guess for the speed runs, I might have a look at like strats and stuff beforehand, because otherwise those will take longer than I could possibly complete them in, right? Like I literally just won't have the time. Craft set with crit I3 and evasion +2. I honestly probably won't look it up for that. I'll just find something that's got as close as I could get. Oh no. No. You just left me here, huh? Just left me here. But yeah, no, I don't think I will actually do any spreadsheets for most of the ones that I can see, to be honest, other than collectors. When's Pookie weapon? Hopefully sooner rather than later, Lugia, because I actually do really want to play World. Although, Lugia, we need to finish our playing of World. Otherwise, I'm going to have to delete that save file to make room. Because that's my spare save file slot at the moment. Play it tomorrow? Oh yeah. I thought that I read Megala equipment only, and I thought it said Magdaros equipment only. How the fuck did that get through? Zora Magdaros only? I don't remember allowing that. No, that says Megala. That is not fucking happening. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Both of you. Get out of here. Try to kill me. Sword and shield. For you only GOG equipment. Get GOG equipment, run ends. I tell you what, I'll do GU Lao only and 4U GOG only. If someone cheats all the equipment into a save file for me and I get to use it from the start of the game. So I just breeze through every rank until to GOG Mazios. Everything will be a piece of piss. It'll be the quickest and most stupid, boring playthrough ever. Everything would just die in like 10 seconds. I do want the challenge runs to actually be, you know, what's the important word there? Oh yeah, a challenge in some regard. Rather than just... Here's a really OP weapon, go finish the game quick. I should really add the extra runs from the stuff that people have put into the Discord server, but I keep forgetting to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, we got a decent amount of GU runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 GU runs, man. The hell? Nice. Give you access and you'll do it. There's one slight issue with that, Lugia. I need to make the physical pieces of paper and rip them up and then put them in the pot. Otherwise, I would. And my way of making sure that I haven't fucked it up is saying that I've added the run. Before I respond to the message and say it's added, I look down, I make sure I've got the bit of paper, I make sure I put it on the sheet, I put it in there, I respond, say it's added. Just to make sure I haven't missed anything. And also, I don't want you allowing any stuff that I'm like, nope, I don't want to do that. Why have I got to add 400 Pookie Pookie runs to the thing all of a sudden, Lugia? This one here says mod Pookie Pookie into every game. You would never mess with official stream stuff. Fair enough. No, I appreciate it, but it is my task that I took upon myself. I need to stop being a lazy arsehole and do it. People are waiting for answers on their challenge runs. Problem is, every time I do it, this is why I get lazy and I don't do it right. Every time I do it and I respond to all the comments, people see that I've started responding to challenge runs and then start writing a whole bunch more fucking challenge runs. And then what should have been like a 15-minute administrative task turns into 45 minutes. It's like, fucking... I just wanted to do this for a little bit of time. Do we have a printer? Technically, yes. Actuality, no. Because I'd have to put it on a USB stick. Actually, no. I would need to install the app and do it that way. Because there isn't even a computer hooked up to the printer anymore. And my computer is not wireless. And as far as I'm aware, there's only a phone app. I'm not gonna make you do that much work because I'm a lazy sack of shit, do you? You shouldn't have to work harder because I want to be lazy. That's not good business management responsibilities. You love office work? You count my attempts. I mean, I'm not necessarily against doing a little bit of administrative work myself, you know, but it's purely just the fact that I like to know exactly how much work I have to do beforehand. Or I give myself a vague estimate. I'm like, this is going to take roughly this long, right? And then because I start responding to people, people start putting more stuff in there. And then I've got more work to do. That's literally the only reason I don't want to do it. Because I know it's going to become more work. I think basically all of them were okay anyway. Gonna be more work anyway at some point. Yeah. But that's like me in the future's problem. That ain't my problem right now. Future Kyle gets to deal with future Kyle's mess, okay? I'm fine. If I can make any Giganox stuff, that'd be cool. I'm streaming. I'm already at work, Comero. I'm doing different work right now. I'm doing, I don't know, what, entertainment, I guess, technically? By the loosest fucking definition. Who would use dual blades with negative 70% affinity? What the hell are those? The worn blades? Oh, those suck anyway, right? The only point of those weapons is to be upgraded into better weapons. That's just GU's weird, like, GU system, Lugia. The point of those weapons in the older games has been to upgrade into other stuff, right? It's to upgrade into either the ice weapon or the other one that it goes into. It's not to stay as its raw path. That's just GU oddness. Doesn't GU have like a reverse affinity skill, Lugia? That makes it so like your negative affinity is actually positive affinity or some shit? Which would actually make that kind of good. Because then you'd have a 380 raw dual blade with plus 70% affinity. Bitter affinity makes bad hits possibly good hits. So maybe it's like a very niche weapon for that scenario, maybe? I don't know. It's a lot of raw damage, right? Also, it's like, what, 25% for crits, so... Sorry. 38... 76... 18 would be... Yeah, no, that's actually kind of a lot of damage. Never mind. You lose a lot. Could be better off just having a 350 raw with good sharpness, like the Asuka weapons. Probably. Hey. That looks ugly. You use the Steve ones. Yeah, that's the really important choice. I really don't like the way those Asuka weapons look. Do you like with 50 feet in purple? Yeah. I hope they bring Giganox back. Me too. Giggy deserves to come back. He's a cool monster. There's only two options to restore him. One stops 170 raw. Yeah, but it's got a million dragon, right? Doesn't it have like 80 dragon or something? The Eternal Epitaph? Eternal Sacrifice? I think is the way that one stops at. Yeah, 55. Oh! Oh! It's got good sharpness as well, right? It's got like white sharpness. And a shitload of blue. I played too much dual blades, man. And they look really good. Honestly. They're not good weapons, but I do like them. I'm a fan. Is 55 Dragon a good compromise for lacking like 150 roll? Oh, no. Not at all. Elemental damage fucking sucks in like every monster game. Other than Sunbreak. It's terrible. It's utterly terrible. But in like the one specific scenario, like Komuro just said, get that weapon, chuck it on Raph's head, dude is gonna turn into paste. Fun fact, those dual blades, the Eternal Sacrifice, Eternal Sacrifice, Eternal Schism. I think it was Eternal Schism. In World, that's what I used for my first kill of Shara. That's why it took me so long, because he's completely immune to dragon damage. And I was using a really shit amount of raw. That's why it took me like 43 minutes to kill him or whatever. Good dual blades, good dual blades. Very fun. Yeah, there is some niche scenarios, Lugia, where you could use those dual blades. Incredibly niche, but they would be fine. I imagine they're probably better than... I don't know, actually. Negative 70% affinity. They might not be. Although with the negative crit skill, they might be. No, it's weird. What's the other one for that upgrade? Is that the Kashala / Tio one? The other path that goes down? Ice / Blast Twin Nails? It's an okay weapon. Not great, not terrible, just okay. It was Giganox armor worth getting? Of all things? No. 3U has an incredibly slow beginning. Chisel. That's not just you. 3U has one of the slowest beginnings out of any of the Monster Hunter games. Like I'm in 4-star village, and the best quest I have is Rathian. In terms of like, sort of semi-impressive stuff to fight, right? It's one of the things I actually kind of like about the game in a way, is that it doesn't just blitz you with shit to do straight away. But it's also kind of one of the weak points, because you don't necessarily have anything to really like grip you early on. That's actually a really good idea. The Discord message that you sent. Although the question comes with that. Which of the animated emotes dies? Because it's probably one of the poos, right? Do I have 5 animated? I think I do. Welcome back, Crone. Did you have a nice nap? Or did you end up not napping? Option to skip up to 1 star would be nice. You start with 2 star, yeah. It would. Oh yeah, Junker and Naga. Of course I have 5 animated emotes. Yeah, it'd probably have to be one of the other 2. Naga Cougar's a work of fucking literal art. Can't get rid of that one. Junkin is also fantastic, as is the crab. So it'd have to be one of the poogs, and we can't get rid of the poogs. Just gotta get partnered so I can get more animated emotes. Simple. Easy. Give it 4 years, we might be there. Now for Far Cry, I 100% for a moment there, Crone. I didn't read that mistype as Far Cry, I read it now for Cry. Like, you've had your nap, now you're just gonna have a cry for a wee bit. Just gonna have a little weep, and then I'll do stuff. No cry? But what if Crone's one of those weird people where crying makes them feel better, Lugia? Instead of just making everything hurt instead? He'll cry to get back on track. You do not enjoy crying? Okay, good. Normal. I don't necessarily know if it's about enjoying the act of crying in of itself as much as it is the solace that the release brings. For some people. Or you just have what happens to me, where now everything hurts and I don't feel any better. Raid, nap, repeat sounds like a fantastic life, though, honestly. If your hubby cries, you're swatting his home. That's probably going to make him cry more. I don't think the normal reaction is, oh yay, the guns are pointing, the guns are pointing police at me. Horrifying. The police are pointing guns at me. Was there no Bleach episode this week? It came out today. Fizzle. I watched it this morning. Oh, you physically are gonna swat the house, right? Enjoy watching your episode, Chisel. Even more terrifying. Very good quote. That would be a good question, though, my dear. How that would make any sort of impact in this scenario at all. All nutrients are meant to be used, human harvest? Are you turning into the swarm? Stop. This bad boy can fit so many tears inside of it. Not me, Crone, force of habit. God damn it, Comero. Meanie Crone? Hey, that was funny. The swarm must consume, oh no. Man, I love the Zerg. I hope Blizzard dies a horrible, painful death as a company. Just explodes into 1,000,000 pieces and ceases to exist. And then someone who actually gives a shit buys the rights to StarCraft and then makes a really good StarCraft 3. That's what I want. I'd play the shit out of that. Give you StarCraft 3? Yeah, exactly, Human Artist. That's what I want as well. I just don't want Blizzard to make it because I don't trust Blizzard for shit. You bully my TV now, it's your turn. Yeah, they fixed the reply function. Sometimes, at least. It doesn't always work, seemingly. They should suffocate through the greed. Yeah, precisely. Blizzard dies a horrible, painful, slow death, as they deserve. And then someone else makes StarCraft 3. So I can finally call myself a tosser again. Protoss. Oh, I love you so. At replying at yourself was fun. It's really annoying though. For me, when someone has been having like a reasonably long conversation, and I'm like, I have no idea what message you're even replying to anymore. I'm trying to just read it, not necessarily like take part in it, right? Like Lugia claiming bullying when they are the meanest person of all. Very good tactic. If you be mean to someone, they say one mean thing back to you and you scream bully at them. You kind of win, unfortunately. I should play StarCraft again. Fuck, no! I did this earlier. I should not play Long War. I should not play StarCraft. Play the games I'm playing. You're saying you're here for him through sad times, and he says your boomers terrify him? Have you considered that it's because they're attached to you? And you are terrifying. You said you were gonna break into his damn house! Doesn't matter if you're trying to comfort him, if you break your way in, that's horrifying. Miss Dogs 1 noted? What's that one? You don't have guns? You're working on them though, eh? No, I know what you meant, Luke, yeah. Oh, wait, were you not actually following? The guns were the boomer. That was the point. Yeah. Okay. You might get a Pew Pew license someday, Crone. Oh yeah? I would like to own a firearm. That would be neat. However, I am also way too lazy to go through all of the registry process. And the fact I've got to insure the fucking thing. So I probably never will. Though a sword. A sword would be worth it. I'll do all of the crap I need to do to have an actually sharpened sword in my home instead. No, that does conjure some kind of horrible, horrible, like, body morphing image, Lygia. You can't really say that one without it being like, are you okay? Zale, is Zale here? I don't know. Needs to write a recommendation for you. In what regard? You enjoyed archery when you did it, so you imagined shooting would be fun. Shooting is fun. Living in the US? He lives in Canada. Why would he ever recommend living in the US? Same thing. I don't even live over there. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Hey, the Canadians might have left, but they were part of the Commonwealth once, okay? Don't insult them like that. You want to live in Canada after your internship? Oh, cool. It's very expensive. It's incredibly, incredibly expensive. That's the only thing I know about Canada. Other than that, I can't help you, right? You can use tools, Lugia. No, Booba only, okay. No tools. That's the farm fully upgraded there. I need 2 busy bees. I have no idea what this fishing rod thing is for. It's mega nutrients, pale extract to get milk upgraded. Cool. The dream is to have a ranch and a shooting range. A ranch is in... what's a ranch? It's like an animal farm, right? Essentially. A horse farm. Don't know how well horses would do in Canada. I'm sure they'd be fine in southern Canada. Probably don't move to northern Canada anymore. That would be bad. Right, Gunlance. Small tits, they're great tits. Those things are not mutually exclusive. Stories too is really easy. Yep. That's kind of the point of it, right? It's fun. Doesn't need to be difficult to be fun. Forgot how easy it is? Yeah, I mean all of the challenges in the post game, right? It's kind of how the same as it was in Stories 1 as well. That's horrifying, hamburger. Hey, Skylo. It's up there for sure. I really love this game. Goebel's a great monster. Goebel needs more love. He does not get enough. Is there a Goebel theme run suggested? Let me have a look. I don't believe so. Off the top of my head. There's lots of, like, only use underwater monsters, only use stuff that's related to fish. Nothing global specific. It's like, kill all the aquatic monsters with every weapon at the highest rank available. Only equipment from creatures that are underwater. Only fish-related equipment. Gonna look in the icebox and it's gonna say... any equipment as long as it's not goable. For the run. I'm not a big fan of Goebel's longsword, personally. I think he's got a sword and a shield as well, right? I like that one. Welcome back, Zale. Human Harvest would like a recommendation on if you think living in Canada is a good thing to do or not. You who've unfortunately never hunted a gobo. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully you'll get a chance one day, Hamburger. Either be it through replaying 3U or... well, not replaying, right? Playing 3U for the first time, or from him being re-added in... hopefully a game in some point in the future where they put underwater combat back in. Yeah, that's the only thing I could tell him, and that didn't seem to be a problem, Zale, so... That's the only thing I know about Canada, is that shit's really expensive. It's a common thing. No, like, really expensive. Hey, this one guy. I'm doing okay, thank you. How are you? You want to live in a good flat, you have to pay a good amount of money where you're living? Yeah. All I would say is maybe look up, like, prices. Canada prices are kind of crazy. How is yours, one guy? Pretty decent, good scenery, half decent people for the most part. Government spread here, that's a global problem. The stuff that costs the same no matter what country you live in. Yeah. Well, vaguely the same. But it's stuff like their housing is incredibly expensive. Stuff like that. I happen to know. Games in Canada, for example, costs like 100 Canadian dollars. Rather than like, what, 60 euros? For a £50 game? Yeah. £55 game, 60 euros, $70. 100 to 110 Canadian dollars. Yeah, it's not exchange rate either. That's just like the price is bad. And they also do the weird shit that America does where they don't put taxes on things. So you're paying extra money on top of whatever is listed anywhere. Although I don't know if that's a thing that other places do outside of America. I feel like that's an American thing. At least with VAT. That's what we call it in the UK. I don't know if other people have different names for that. Probably do. Exchange rate's 1.4 per 1.1 to 1.47. Yeah, the question is there, though, Human Harvest. Do you make an appropriately larger amount of money from taking a job on in Canada, or do you continue to take the same amount, but stuff is just more expensive? Right? Connection took a nosedive, that sucks. Because then it doesn't equal to just like, oh, you're paying 10 to 15 euros more, right? You're paying way more if you don't earn an appropriately larger amount of money. Because that's like me and Teeny have looked into, is the kind of like the exchange rate to Swedish crowns is like 1 to 10, 1 to 11 at any point. Yeah, whatever. it moves a little bit, right? But the amount of money they make is like the number is 10 times higher, right? So it's essentially no different. So that's kind of the stuff that you want to look at, right? If you're gonna earn lab tech assistant, let's say, I don't know how much you'd earn in Germany, let's randomly spitball it at like 30,000 euros a year. If you still earn 30,000 Canadian dollars a year, that fucking sucks. Like, you've lost a massive chunk of income. Come to Alberta, work in the oil rigs. I don't know if that's necessarily what they want. Yeah, New York has crazy rent, but a lot of people in the in American cities pay ludicrous amounts of monies for rent for some reason that I don't understand. Other than just is city. You do tend to earn more in cities, though, as well, I think. I don't do well with foreign languages. I don't do well with any language, thank you. Don't make it just foreign languages. I don't do well with my own language. Euro blah, 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 blah. Do you not know the Euro blah, 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 Lugia? Do we expect the guy who uses pounds for money and for weight units? Yeah. I don't use pounds, I use stone. It has pounds inside of it, technically, but the Americans are the ones who use exclusively pounds. The stones are the important bit. The pounds are the piddly units. Americans use feet, hopefully not for their weight, because that's going to be really confusing. Mortgages tend to be cheaper than rent, Hamburger. Because the thing with a mortgage, right? With rent, you can leave at any point. With a mortgage, you tend to kind of be locked into it for, like, depending on how well off you are, 20 to 50 years. And it also adjusts with, depending on what type of mortgage you have, it adjusts with inflation and interest rate and all of this shit, right? The money they get you there is the fact that you're paying interest on such a ludicrously large amount of money. Whereas if you're paying for rent, you're not actually, like, you're literally just paying to live there. You're not, you don't. In theory, stuff like maintenance should be paid for, right? If something goes wrong in your house, that's your fucking problem. BC and Ontario are the worst places to live if you're worried about money. Forgive my ignorance right now. What's the capital of Canada? Is it Ontario? I don't know what the capital is. Toronto is the capital of Ontario. Oh, Ontario's a state, a county. Province. Yeah. Fucking Jesus Christ. What's the capital of the country? Vancouver? Ottawa. Oh. I'm so confused. Ohio? I'm pretty sure that's not in any form of how you've spelled it or what the word could be, right? Oregon, Alabama, those aren't in the right country. I'm not that dumb. Wait, is Oregon in? Where the fuck is Oregon? No, that's in the United States, right? Under Washington? That does not help me. Yeah, no, capital city. If you ever live in the capital city, prices just through the roof, right? It's like that one gif with the dudes. The football coach at the side of the field. Canada. It is Ottawa. Well, that's a really nice picture. Which is in Ontario? Southern Ontario? Cool. Northwesternmost state. Contiguous? USA. There's Alaska. Fair enough. Google's cheating. All I wanted to do was double check what the capital was. That's all I did, okay? It's not cheating. I just got paranoid that everyone in chat had somehow simultaneously agreed to Fuck me over. Ho ho! Neat! Very nice. Give me your bees. Bees. Deal. Thank you. Bees. Literally have teenies Googling on it. It's true. It's true. Cheating allowed. It's permitted. I don't have any fucking points, that's the problem. I can sell all my fish. Fish! Hi. Fish do not sell for a lot. Yes. Why do the fish sell for so low, man? The hell? Slavery? The cat was working at the top. Is it Eldritch though? You're not sure? Dude, I don't know. I have no idea. I like it. Does that count? It's my monster? I don't know if my monster's Eldritch. I just came up with the fucking thing. I am not responsible for the things that my brain births, okay? They just exist. That looks really good. That looks really good. I like everything you draw. Well, you draw really well. What do you want me to do? Just not like good art? You could draw a dingle? I probably wouldn't like that as much. How do you know you're doing shit right? I don't fucking know, dude. Maybe give me a chance to actually look at it properly when I'm not in the middle of doing a stream? Huh? I'm currently distracted by other stuff. That way I can open it up in big picture and like zoom in and look at it properly and stuff. The only thing I think I would like say at the moment, but I think it's still just because it's work in progress, is like the additive bits of the body, you know, like the mouth, nose, the extra facial features that shouldn't be in the places that they're in, stand out a little bit, like they don't look very naturalized. But I think that's just because they've got outlines, because you're still working on them. Or they don't look unnaturalized in a way that looks like horror-y. I don't know. But I haven't opened it and looked at it properly yet. I can't win! Little shit! Commission someone else. I wouldn't do that. Good luck, yeah, exactly. Because you're too good to me. Practically free. I mean, for the amount of time you've put into it, that is probably true. You regret everything. I thought you said you were enjoying doing it. Don't say that. No. It's the only upside. You love drawing it. Yay, good. It still works, though? Yeah, well, you know. The nice thing is you don't really need to prioritize it over any other work that comes in, right? You can get that shit done and then... Oh, speaking of prioritizing work, look here. Can you do me Hades laurel wreath thing, please? Unless I just didn't see you send that to me. Hey, thank you, Ivan. I'm still up? What do you mean I'm still up? It's 8 o'clock at night for me. I'm not that old. Maybe you're used to 6-hour streams? Oh yeah, weekend streams are 8 hours. Instead of the weekday streams, which are 6 hours. So depending on what times you'd come around, yeah, it'd be different things. Hey Doc! Welcome. People that are used to 6-hour streams exist? Yes, they do, Komaro. There's a 12-hour stream next Sunday. You can go back to believing that it's the norm again. Could be happy again once more. And then the Sunday after that will be the 27th. So, you know, gonna be not much going on there. But then we've got Super Stream September on the week after that one. Which means there's gonna be a whole bunch of weird shit happening and I don't know how anything's gonna work. Because I have tried my best to account for the iron factor, but like who the fuck knows? Right? I've also got, like, last year it was just the iron factor and the crone factor. Now I've got to try and account for chisel. Not as strong there, necessarily, right? But it is a factor that needs to be included. We got Ramhard as well, potentially. I don't know. I believe that you chucked a few out yourself last year, Comrade, but that's not something I necessarily need to overly account for. It is also an announced thing that is known it was going to happen again this year, so I don't know. Iron's probably got a separate bank account they've been laundering money into just for September. Don't account for it. But if I don't account for it, Komuro, the goals will run out in an instant. And that kind of defeats the point a little bit, right? It's not really a goal if it's completed in the first 4 hours, because I came along and immediately finished it. One goal every 50? How am I meant to come up with a goal every 50 subs, bro? What the fuck do I even add at that point? My brain is not an infinite content machine, man. Pin up calendar, no! Absolutely not. Yes, Lugia? Hello. How are you? What? I was being kind to you and everything. I was being kind. I'm not gonna hang out with you tomorrow anymore. You're a meanie. I don't want to hang out with meanies. I'm gonna be mean tomorrow. You're literally gonna type me and say like, hi dumbass or something. What do you mean I'm gonna be mean? What does that mean, Crone? Crone? Crone, what does this mean? Tell me. Crone? Crone? 7 of those themed around the smells of me throughout the week. Komuro? You are in idea jail. You're never allowed to suggest any ideas. Ever again. Oh, I got a plate. Look at that. Don't get angry at me. Actions have consequences, okay? I don't bathe once a week. I wish I did. That'd be amazing. Oh, can you imagine that? Oh, bath once a week. Oh, baths. I love baths. I could? No, I couldn't. I don't want to deal with a bitch. Nothing? I don't believe you. Tell me. I'm not... Look. Is it taking someone's lunch money if you never even asked for it in the first place and they ran up and shoved it into your pockets? Am I really taking Crone's lunch money, or is he giving it to you? Forcefully. Crone. No. No, we do it. No. Are you gonna try and get it in quickly enough that you overtake Ein for a little bit, by the way? Why is getting all of the mods you had such a pain every time? Because they've all, like, disappeared. Scattered to the four corners, right? Hey, Dip! That is a cute little series of emotes. I like that. Tradition demands, yeah. Oh, so stop making it worse, you. Enabling Komoro's questionable ideas. Why can't we filter mods by unfollowed? That is a great question. Hi, laggy. Ooh. Ooh, suddenly hearing everywhere. Weird, but not illegal. Is that your specialty, Komoro? Exclusively operating in a grey area of the law? Hiya, full 180. Yeah, laggy. The first kill quest as well. This is a very important moment for the village. I got this, damn right I do. I've been here many times. Although not very often with a gun lance, to be fair. I don't know if I've ever done this quest with a gun lance specifically. What do I think of underwater gun lance? It's good. I think underwater gun lance is really, really well done. This forward dash goes so far, it's so nice. Like, it's got so much more maneuverability than you have on land, which is kind of funny. Gun lance actually gets more maneuverable underwater. And the dashes go about as far as they normally would anyway, so... Other than that, it's exactly the same. Hey. That should stop me getting hit. Nice. I am actually trying to get his back break because I have a feeling Legiacris is going to be some of my best options, right? For weaponry. Probably for low rank as a whole. So I'm almost certainly going to end up with a Legiacris weapon or two here. And his shockers tend to be quite a large component in said weaponry. Tend to main one weapon in a game, you went with longsword for free. Longswords are really damn good in this game, so it's a good choice. I also tended to do that. That's my norm, is maining one weapon. But for the sake of the stream, for the sake of streaming, to have channel point weapon requests to make it a little bit more interesting, right? I play a chunk of the weapons at once instead. So gun lance isn't necessarily my most adept weapon. You can probably tell by the fact I keep missing. But it is one that I actually quite enjoy. Doesn't matter if that hits me, that's worth it. That's good. But how this challenge is making you think differently, you decided to ramp up your Titanogon Charge Blade for defense boost. Oh, you allowed yourself the ramp up, Rachel? Interesting. I did wonder how you were going to do that. I wondered if you were going to count it. Because the way I've done it is I've specifically said upgrades. And it's not necessarily an upgrade, it's a ramp up, right? So you could have swung it either way. Gives you a little bit more options, a little bit more customization, even though it's not necessarily. Straight upgrades, especially since some of them just do like weird effects. Yeah, that's the best thing about challenge runs, right? Is how they make you think about the game differently. Sometimes they kind of exploit a gap in your knowledge as well with this, in my case. All I have is gaps in my knowledge, so that's not necessarily a great example with me, but... For the sake of this, I don't know what weapons forge. In what ranks. Like, just straight up forge. Because I tend to build. I don't tend to forge. So it's really nice to constantly have like the, should I spend some time and resources right now to do this? Or should I not? Like, this might be a waste of... like, if I just go up one more rank, which I think I could do, might be able to get a better weapon. I know at least 2 longswords. Yeah, that's true. Well, I knew the chain slaughter anyway, so it's only one that got, You ruined, Conroe. You ruined it. It's only one. It's not that big of a deal. Just one of those things where it's like, ah. Boomstick go brr though? Absolutely. Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it kind of just whimpers and then falls over. Sometimes it does really good. Oh, that hit me? I thought I was going to get away with that. To be honest. I wonder if I have the healing for this. Due to my low defense. This might be a tad much. Am I going to be able to kill Rathalos with 51 defense? I don't know. Enjoy for 180. Have a good time. A lot of good options this season, so hope you enjoy. Did that break the bank? No, I didn't. That's injured, I think, if he's swimming that way. Yep, he is injured. Very nice. This Lagiacrus behaved, by the way. He was incredibly nice. Are you that broken by Charge Flame, Chisel? You can't go back and play 3U without Charge Flame? What do you play when you play Portable Third, Chisel? Mainly Hammer, but you don't always play Hammer. Third gen. I mean, wouldn't it be better to do it for the sake of 3U to see if you like the game first? Before then being like, okay, let's stretch out to something that's not Hammer in 3rd gen. Right? If you don't know if you're even going to enjoy 3U, trying to also force yourself to use another weapon is maybe detrimental. I didn't get the shocker break, by the way. And I'm not going to. Got the claws, got the stomach, got the head. No shocker, no tail. Tail's definitely not happening. Good quest, though. Also, this means I can play multiplayer now, technically. So I will actually go into multiplayer now. I will do HR1. I didn't think I was going to get hit this quickly, but apparently I was way further in village than I thought I was. Discovering a different weapon may bring you a different kind of enjoyment for 3U. That's fair, that's fair. I hope it does. You mean you doubt it, isn't it? It's probably not even possible. Yeah. I would imagine it's not either. And it's so nice in this game how quickly you can spam through the dialogue compared to for you. You can just blitz through this stuff. It's fantastic. Hack crack guide, yes please. No extra book combos though. That sucks. Need the barbecue split. Still need a whole bunch of stuff for whatever the hell that is. That one I can do, the lamp mask. Do I care about that? I think I really do. SG pub 1 is free? Isn't that going to be incredibly laggy? No? That should be everything. Hopefully it is. Suppose it is Sunday afternoon, I shouldn't be surprised. We can try the Singapore one, but I'm gonna imagine that might lag quite a lot. Whoops. Wouldn't mind using French one with password. The problem with the password ones is that you have to have a... You have to be able to get the password, which requires you jump through some hoops on the Discord servers, right? Which not everyone has done. And I don't want to exclude the people who haven't jumped through all the hoops to get the password. And you're not meant to give it out either, so... Okay, we will try... Let's see if there's any US ones, because the US ones tend to have better connection than the frickin' Singapore ones do. Yeah, if you would like to join for some HR1 multiplayer, the Foregathering of Admirable Dundormians, number 4 of the United States variety. Why that doesn't say NA in Europe instead of France, I actually never thought about that until now. Really weird. But hey, if you want to join, that should hopefully allow you to do so. And if it ends up being disgustingly laggy, Huh. It's the game with Legaicus. We'll end up doing seconds. I think I have to get that barrel floater. As is always the case with MH3U, if you haven't tried to connect to multiplayer in a while, you have to spam the ever-loving shit out of that button if you want to get into the lobby. You really have to hammer it to make it work. Before you get to join the lobby, it will tell you it's failed over and over and over again. Just keep spamming. Eventually it'll work. MH3U's strange. Don't worry about it. We'll wait for Chisel to get into the lobby here. Is multi-time, Saganda? Yes. Forge only, clearing, HR1, multiplayer. Open lobby. US, FAD, number 1. Number 1? We're in FAD 4, right? US FAD number 4, not number 1. Numbers are difficult. 4. Update. What do you need to click? Okay, so... there should be, like, this button here or something. There's a button somewhere on the screen. On the small screen chisel that you can click. It's called... I think it's called Hunter Connect. Click that, and it will show that there's an active lobby down here in the players section on my screen. It will be, like, active lobbies. And then there's a join button next to what will be my lobby there. Just keep hammering the join button. Over and over again. Just spam the shit out of that sucker. And eventually it'll pop you into the lobby. Does that explain it enough for you, or would you like me to show you? Because it's been a little bit since I've joined it myself. Wait a damn minute, you can join this, but not now. Yeah, you can! You just gotta upload your MH3U save. Love a guide from when you start speaking. So, take yourself into fast travel to solo hub. So this menu should look the same. Fast travel. Over here where it says hub, choose solo. Marina is fine. Doesn't really matter. Up the top of your screen here, you've got the hunter search bit. You click on that, where it will say 1. It will tell you that I'm playing multiplayer. You click on the person, or there'll be a join option. Basically, you click on them, and then you just keep hammering join. Over and over again. You can see Sagando is also there in Moga now. So if I join online, here, fast travel to multi-marina. So click that little hunter search bit at the top of the screen. It should pop up to say that I'm in multi. It'll be red instead of blue. And then just spam fucking join me. It will say it's failed a whole bunch of times, that eventually it'll put you in. MH3U multi is a little bit janky on Citra. Just a wee bit. Your HR0, yeah, you gotta talk to the dude a few times. Yeah, just talk to this guy in here, Chisel. He's the one who puts you up to HR1. And if you run into this area, we should all be able to see each other as well. But you can't see each other in the prep bit. Hello. Are we free musketeering our way through another game, by the way? Is that what's happening right now? Why not? Fair. Thank you for joining as well, Sagando. Hello, Doc. Welcome. How does multiplayer work again? So you have to be on Citra in the first place. Join the Foregathering of Admiral Dundormian's number 4 lobby. It's the one I'm currently in. Of the US variety, sorry. So it's called a US pub. Foregathering of Admiral Dundormian number 4. Then on Citra, at the top of the screen, it will say Hunter Search. You click that, it shows my lobby, and then you spam click on my lobby. Citra? Oh yeah, there's literally no way to play this game online on 3DS. Oh, technically you can play it if you've got a Wii U against you. Yeah. There's no real way to play it online on a 3DS. Already 25 hours on it, Human Harvest. Yeah, mine's got 18, I think. Did I not put Citra in the title? I didn't. The trio back at it in another game. If you push through today, you could finish the story. Nice. Good luck, Doc. Would ruin the fun in it. Yeah, it's kind of part of it. It's just taking it very chill and like nice, calm, right? It's the fun thing with stories is that it's just very relaxed, kind of slow fun. Don't have to worry about anything too much. There's a little bit of challenge here and there if you want it with the royal monsters, depending on how early you try and fight them. And then there's seemingly a good chunk of challenge in the post-game if you want to search it out. Why did you do this, like the whatever face that is, Lugia? The upset one? Well, hey. Nope. Man, free you multiplayer. Every damn time. Free people for free you multiplayer. 2023. It's so good. Why are you doing the upsetty face? Lugia. Lugia! What do you mean you can leave? You just said you couldn't play, didn't you? I assumed you hadn't transferred your save over. You're setting it up? Yeah, but I have genuinely no idea how long that takes. Is that like a 10-minute process, or is that like a fucking 4-hour one, right? I don't know. $5 minutes? Oh, hell yeah. A full squad. That's good shit. I don't know how far you are into this game, Lugia. I feel like you understand me that I don't really need to say it, but, you know. HR1 gear only. That's going to be mighty impressive. Oh yeah, Gunlance gang. Wyvern fires. But one more quest and then I have to use a different weapon. But hey, you Gunlance gang. Also, I can't see who's in the lobby, by the way, Lugia. So, unless someone mentions that they've joined the lobby, I have no idea who's in the lobby. More boobs, all of them, all the boobs. Thank you, Summers. Not going to complain about playing more Gunlance. I'm actually enjoying it. Quite a chunk at the moment. Bob. Man, monsters in this game actually kind of do alright in multiplayer, huh? Like, this thing is flinching and falling over a lot. The other two obviously don't have, like, good armor or weapons necessarily, but he's still alive. Try to summon the Rathian. Yeah, that's the issue with connecting to the US servers. That happens sometimes. Oh no. Was Sagando area host? Seemingly not, thankfully. Hopefully you can finish that on your own, Sagando. He wasn't. Okay, thank fuck. He doesn't have much health left, right? He's limping. That is the problem with the US servers. If we'd have been on the Singapore servers, that wouldn't have worked at all. I have to have a look after this, see if there's any other, There was a series of other servers that were for Monster Hunter for a while that was sometimes empty. You can have a look at those as well. See if there's some free ultimate specific ones. Very nice, Wovenfire, thank you. Is Jaggy armor and weapon HR1? Yes. As long as it's, you know, not high rank. Yeah, it is. Or upgraded a ludicrous amount. Yes. Jaggy armor is what I've got right now. Did I eat for artillery? Nope. Because it's essentially irrelevant. We're in low rank. Level 5? That should be fine, I think. Oh, I'm jumping. French public free. Right now. French fad free. You free? Get your butts over there. It'll be infinitely better connection. Infinitely better. What's the next armor sphere that you need to level it up, Ligia? Right, let me re-host the lobby because I've switched to French Fad number 3 instead of being in the US one, which means the lobby needs to be rehosted. To improve connection. Otherwise it will be a little bit wonky. Right, fast travel to Multi, the Marina again. Sure thing, Chisel. Thank you for the request, Summers. I will keep playing Gunlance. Join the next quest. You might want to pop into the lobby anyway, Ligia, just so that your place doesn't get taken. Because people on Citra love to just chuck themselves into random lobbies and sit there forever. For some reason. I have no idea why. But they do. They do. They love it. Chain Slaughter, I have to forgive Komuro. Has a lot more green sharpness than I remembered it having. To apologize to Komuro. Forgive Komuro, apologize is the word I meant. That's got a lot more green than I thought it did. Which lobby? French. Number 3. Still fad. Wait, did that quest not... Oh, okay, no, it did complete. Weird. Citra's a lot like Hamsterverse as well, where like, because there's only 2 of us in a lobby, what will happen is people will join, and then just start doing their own shit. Right? They'll just launch a different game and just be like, there's only 2 people in this. The quest without you got to troubleshoot. We're down Sagando at the moment as well. I guess I'll deliver these 2 eggs by myself. I can do that. Pretty sure I'll survive. Do you have new 3DS mode on, Chisel? In the options? By any chance? Just a question. I believe it turns on by default. If it is on, turn it off. Makes it run like shit. Runs absolutely fine for a while, and then just starts running horrendously for no reason. New 3DS is off. Okay, cool. What resolution is your monitor? Thank you for the longsword, by the way, Duck. I don't know if I said that. 1440p, okay, so it is worth doing the 6x. Then. You could maybe drop the 6x down. Is your emulation speed on the right percentage? Back to 100, okay. The starter bow's doing no damage to Kuru. Man, these guys are attacking me just perfectly in time every time I pick that egg up, huh? Be more like these 2 who don't care, you 2. That way you wouldn't have died. Every 30 seconds it chugs once. Could maybe try and drop the 6x down to 4x. Because that does have a good chunk on performance. Is what I did for 4U. When that game started chugging on me real heavy. I dropped that from 4 times to 3 times and it made a massive difference. Enjoy the lurk, Comrade. The next sphere is advanced and plus. Advanced is high rank. How much defense does the armor have? Per piece? Probably fine, to be honest. It's a level 5, it's only really got 20 defense, which would be equivalent to laggy armor, which is the urgent quest anyway, so... It's fine. It's alright. In 14? Oh yeah, that's all good. That's achievable in this rank easily. You could get that with the Barroth armor, for example. Incredibly simply. Close. The Jaggy nearly got me, yeah. Jaggy was way closer than it should have been. Did you manage to win the quest, Sagando? Yep, now? Nice. Hopefully you'll be able to get an upgrade to the starter bow after that. You can take leather gear as well, it's got 1 defense. Yeah. I can become the Jaggy God again, where I'm surrounded by people with leather. I am wearing Jaggy, everyone else wears leather. Does that gun lance have the best raw damage? No. This one is okay. The Baroth one's the best one I could get, I think, which is 150 raw damage in of the options I can see, which is amazing. It's also got kind of good sharpness. It's probably what I'm going to build once we've done the HR1 hub quests here. Honestly. You can't buy potions in the hub. Not yet, you can't, no. You're in HR1. Is there something you're missing then because of my element choice? It's... I can't upgrade weapons, Eugene. This is a challenge run, right? I'm not allowed to use the upgrade feature. I can only use the forge feature. And because I've been trying to rush as far as I can into the game, in order to have as much of a variety of options as possible, I built the Kuru gun launch just because I could. Right? It was just the best one I could build. Element was irrelevant. It was just sharpness and raw damage at the time. I think the Kuru and Baroth quest are back to back, right? In the story? I can literally build it on the quest between Baroth and Kuru. Probably to use against Baroth. Yeah, look at that. Look at that green. Look at that green. Hmm. Oh, you're only HR2 anyway. Okay. Are there any texture packs for free? Yep, I've got one on. It replaces it with the Wii U textures instead of the 3DS textures. Yeah, just to give some frame of reference. That's the upgrade I did. From 70 and that much yellow to 110 and that much green. I didn't have any of this shit unlocked yet. But that's the one I'm gonna build. Because that is fucking amazing. Shot level 2, it's got long. It's whatever. But it's got about the... It's got more green. About the same green, but a little bit more. Negative affinities sucks, but... 150 true raw. Oh! Yes, please. There is one. Yes. I'll just send it all again. I'm pretty sure I only sent it to the people who don't have it. But you couldn't receive my guild card? Interesting. Sorry, Eugene, if I over-explained. I'm used to explaining it to people who know nothing. Eventually that becomes a curse because I just start explaining it to everyone like everyone knows nothing. When do I think I can get GR6? Uncapped G rank? Duck? Never, because the challenge will be done. The second I kill Dia Morales, I probably won't even bother to talk to the guy to get uncapped G rank. I'll be like, cool, done. Save, close. Bye. The stutter's back. Try turning the graphics down, Jizzle. Also, do you have you do have the 60 FPS mod on, right? You did already? You do have the 60 FPS mod. Maybe don't have the custom textures on. That takes a shitload of effort for Citra to do. The thing is, when you play multiplayer, it eats way more than it does if you play solo. Right? That's the problem I have with 4U. You can play 4U on solo for hours upon hours upon hours. The second 2 extra people get into the lobby, it runs like complete shit. It's just Citra. Right, I've got 4 unique mushrooms if everyone else has like 3 each or something. You have 5. So if the other 2 have combined 3 each, we're done. Or combined 3 total, we're done with this quest. It's just got a sub-quest. No. But yeah, if you were playing before by yourself, Jizzle, when it was running fine, that's the only reason why. It's just because you're in multiplayer now. Game runs bad in multiplayer. Bad. Tested when you left in the solo village and it chugged as well. Oh, weird. It's long overdue for us. Yeah, I mean, if I get to high rank, mid-ish high rank, that would be good. You wish Semi would work? Even if Semi worked, I still wouldn't be able to play it, Chisel. So it wouldn't make a difference for me. In terms of doing multi. You wish Semi crossplay with Citra would work. Now you're asking for a lot. Is there any quests in this rank you want to do, Lugia? Always, then feel free to post one, I guess. Ooh, nice. The gombo. Trying to go play about the textures, fair enough. Hopefully that works. Textures do take a lot. You'll find the game loads a shitload quicker if you're not loading custom textures as well. You know what this means, Lugia? Because you can join for free you. If you manage to join consistently enough, we might complete all of the quests. Or almost all of the quests. Up until Diamorales together. You'll have a nearly full complete quest save file. Not all the way, because I'm not going all the way with this save file, but almost all the way. Of course I can, Lugia. Have you done the... Just if you go into emulation at the top of the screen and then click configure, then graphics, do you have it set to like in 4x native or something? Yeah, 4x? Interesting. And you've got it set to load custom textures and stuff, right? I'll help you tomorrow, I'm just trying to think of stuff right now. Do you need bottom screen for free? Can you play single player fully without it? Isn't there a remove bloom mod for free, you Citra? I have no idea about the remove bloom mod, hell on earth. Don't know if that's a thing or not, to be honest. Yeah, you should just be able to rejoin, Lugia. Just spam join over and over again. Do you need the bottom screen? Only if you want to skip. If you want to join multiplayer, you need the bottom screen, and if you want to skip the cutscenes on the end of quests. There's no dedicated button for that on the controller. You have to click up here. Should be able to see my mouse, I believe, on the bottom screen. No, you can't. So just above where it says ports and target cap. Oh yeah, target cap exists. And target cap. So it depends how much you want target cam and if you want to skip the end of cutscene thing, hell on earth. But also because it's Citra, you can just like do this, right? Is it F10? You can just do that. Hello? Don't do that, apparently. Yeah, that's because my game crashed, because I was fiddling with buttons, Sagano. That one's on me. But you can't have it like this. It's just kind of hard to tell what's going on with the bottom screen. Oh, that's funny. I have relaunched the hub. Where's Mace? Falling in and out of consciousness, I believe. Why does the game screen look way off? That's a good question. Why does it look like that? That's not what I'm seeing. That is not what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing on my screen. Why that looks like that, I have no idea. There we go. That's not quite right either. What the fuck? Is that right? No, that is right. Maybe better stick with Samu. Citra's great once you manage to make it fit into that perfect tiny little spot where it works, and then don't touch a fucking thing. If you touch anything at any point, it's a disaster. Is your connection not playing, Sagando? Oh no, it's kicking everyone. We're even in the French lobby though. Chisel? Or Sagando, maybe? You try and host the quest? One of you two try and host the lobby, and we'll join you. Because sometimes, for some reason, that works better. You know charm tables? Do I know what charm table I am, or I don't care? Charm tables are not a problem for me on Citra because of a mod. Which makes it so that my charm table reloads every single time I load into my character save file. Every time I reopen my character save file, my charm table gets rerolled. So, yeah, it's irrelevant. Should be in the free use Citra Discord. It's the 60 FPS mod. Sagando. What room are we in? We're full, Eugene, at the moment. It's me, Sagando, Chisel, and Lugia. Chisel, if you want to try and host multi, so that we can join you instead of joining me. See how that goes instead. On your way? Cool. But I don't know if there is one for Samu. Hell on earth. That unfucks the charm table. Unfortunately. So blurry, look at the Discord. Oh yeah. Oh, do you have the remove divering code on? The cheat code. Do you have the remove divering one, Lugia? Is it actually ticked on? I know that sounds really dumb. Is it actually ticked on? Because sometimes it doesn't tick on. Has it got any weird spaces, like after the columns, or like any enters in there that shouldn't be in there? Because that looks like the divering's not working properly for you. Oh, connection lost. Yeah, I think maybe it's just a fact of Citra's not having it today. be honest. Let me try and pop one up again. Because that was incredibly quick. Yeah, I can try and help you with it tomorrow. If it's not going good. Always says connection failed? Ah, okay. You copied out of Discord, no spaces, that explains why it's no difference when you turn it on. Yeah, if I do this for you. Whichever one it is, this one. Let me do a screen cap here. It should look like this, Ligia. Down here in the bottom right. No spaces after any of them at all. Space in between them. I know it's a really dumb question. You do have this code and not the 4U one in here, right? Because the 4U and the 3U ones are different. Yes? I don't know then. I'll try and help you with it properly tomorrow. Just all of the quick stuff I could think off the top of my head. Of course I can, Sagando. We'll punch it to death tomorrow, though. We'll force it to work. I think it might just be a case of Citra's just not having it tonight, to be honest, Sagando. Considering it keeps kicking Chisel as well. I could join in just fine. And then no, it's just not having it. It's just not having it. Oh well, we tried. I'll change the title. It did work with the, you know what? It did work with the US server. Good point. Maybe it's just France's fault. US number 3. Let's just blame the entirety of France. Try US number 3, let's see how that sucker works. Oh, Citra multiplayer. Every single fucking time. It's like pulling teeth. I love being able to play this game online. I love being able to play 4U online on my computer. Do I fucking hate that Citra is the catalyst? that enables it. Oh god, it's terrible. Let me post Lugia's fucking quest. Fail to accept the quest? I'm the one posting it. The fuck do you mean? Excuse me? Cool, I can't post my own quest. Can someone else try and post the quest? I could post harvest tours. Oh, hey! I could post that quest. Okay, maybe I just needed to leave and come back. Economy right now is bad, the fee's too high, yeah. And then you got booted straight away, Chisel? It's never this bad with Citra before. It was sometimes, but we usually just gave up relatively quickly. Citra does have moments, especially on Sunday night. It's just not good, right? Fair enough, Chisel. Thank you for trying. Sorry we couldn't get you in. One day it'll work. Maybe the 60 FPS is a one-line code? 60 FPS works for me and it's not one line. Oh no, 60 FPS is a one-line code. That's true, yeah. Yeah, 60 FPS is one line. Maybe not today, yeah. I will just go. It is clearly not allowing you guys to play right now. Game is not having it. You have Citra nightly, if that makes a difference. I have nightly. It shouldn't make a difference to the codes. Apparently we all have nightly. Meat. Fuck Citra, man, yeah. When it works, it's amazing. When it works. Unfortunately, the other 90% of the time, it's not great. It usually works fine for single player. Chisel, I swear to God, you take that back right now. Chisel, you take that back this instant. It ran completely perfectly smooth at any point until someone else joined the lobby and you couldn't kick them or do anything about them, just running in over and over again with a whole bunch of random sets they created, not listening to anything you asked them to do or anything that you wanted. Yeah, it ran great. Can you in Citra, though? I mean, people can't. I suppose you can't kick people out of the actual Citra lobby, but people tend to, if they see 3 people in there, just fuck off. They don't join. More people actually ask in Citra as well. Also, no one plays it. Which is kind of depressing. Quick question, yes, Lugia? Next specs go in texture or custom texture? Custom texture. Is that the problem? No, it's not. Texture dump. Texture dump is if you want to pull the textures from the game, not if you want to put new textures in. You can ask the game to dump textures as you play. Also that one, yeah. If you haven't done that. Fuck. Brings me a little bit, yeah. Unfortunately, it's also kind of true with Citra that 3U is the one that doesn't work as good. 4U works a lot better on Citra than 3U does. It's not normally this bad. Today it's just being particularly evil. But it does run consistently worse than 4U does. Yes, Shizzle. Portable third exists. What about it? I know it exists. Try exists as well. Runs buttery smooth in multiplayer. Okay, this challenge run isn't set up for portable third though. It was requested specifically for 3U. That's not portable third. $60 FPS not only makes it 60, but also fixes charm table. Yep. There is a remove bloom. Nice. Bottom screen just to skip cutscenes. You consider playing it on Citra. What you can do as well, Hell on Earth, if you have multiple monitors, you can actually make it so that the bottom screen is detached on a separate window. And then you could only ever look at it if you want it detached on that separate window and still have the main one pulled up in big screen. Or just have the bottom one run behind the game. And then only click it when you actually, like, want it there, right? Even if you only have one monitor. You got used to having it on the bottom right? Yeah. Honestly, it's really, like, not that distracting. Just having it down there. put something over the black space if the black space distracts you. The black space being where my camera is and the like bit that I've got above my head where chat is. Up there. You have a strong PC, you don't know if 3U is heavy to emulate. It's a lot harder to emulate 3U on Citra than it is on Semu. Semu runs so much smoother. So much smoother. But you've got no multiplayer. So it depends how much you care about multiplayer. And your charm table as well, I suppose, if Semu doesn't have anything to remove that. I want to piss around for 2 hours trying to get a semi-decent charm table. It doesn't? Oh, that sucks. Weird behavior with the hammer slides exists here? Yeah, because of 60 FPS. If it was only on 30, it would work fine. Also, fish are incredibly quick on 60. That's the other thing that's really weird. The fish are fast as fuck, man. It worky? Hey! Good. Hopefully it stays worky. I'm in the charge distance for hammer. Yeah, if I do this one, it's really damn far. You slide so far. Right? There's no perfect version? No. There's a fix? For just the hammer sliding? Or does it also fix the weird fish? When you slide backwards? Oh yeah! When you block an attack, you just yeet across the fucking arena. That's really fun though. That's really enjoyable. The mod release channel in the 3U Discord? Okay, I'll have a look later. When the quest is over, hopefully. If that happens this year. This hub, after all. It's a public Discord server, Chisel. You can literally just search the word Citra. And it's the 3U one. It just said hammer charge. The only thing it says is hammer charge distance. Gado. If it just fixes that, then I don't really care. If it fixes all of the things that are weird, then I'm interested. I actually kind of like the hammer charge distance being wonky. It's just funny. I don't want to tempt fate by fucking with Citra, right? I do not want to tempt fate by fucking with Citra. We've already seen what happens today. Fuck with you. Apparently that's all I do. And I'm a horrible person to you. So I guess just wait till tomorrow, Ligia. It's a save file online for you, Semu. The start of the game with the best charm table. Oh, okay, cool. As you're talking, you see the 60 FPS mod has issues. Semu has the same issues, hell on earth, because it's 460. There's nothing you can do about it. There isn't a choice to not play at 60 on Semu. So it has the exact same issues. Because the problem is making the game 60 FPS, it's not making specifically this one 60. You can make this 30 if you want it to be. I do have the 30 FPS one installed because of the speedrunning. I was running it on 30 FPS. Nice. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Dash for the Lance Dash attack. Lance Dash camera fix, charm rerolled on loading save file. Oh, so you don't even need to use the 60 FPS for that one? And then fixes the hammer as well. This hammer issue and fish being fast as hell is on the Wii U version of 3U. No, but it's on Semu. Do I have the bait for these golden fish? It's gonna be a wonderful example. I have 4 golden fish bait. Can I build some more? No. Would rather not catch 2 without them, to be honest. Well, guess we'll do it better. Bomblink's the newest one, yeah. I didn't see anything in there with it, like, fixing kind of, like, stuff that I care about, though. If that makes sense? Like, it fixes an issue with the camera not working. I've never had that being a problem. The stamina drain for Lance Dash, I don't really care because I never use the damn thing. Charms already reroll because they do that with the 60 FPS mod anyway. Or with the cheat, sorry. You don't need the patch for that one, I don't think. At least I don't believe you do. And then it fixes hammer charge. I'm just not going to do it because I don't want stuff to get fucky for me, right? Second you start fiddling with Semu or Citra when it already works, is when you just break Citra. If it had fixed the stamina from blocking and the massive knockback on blocking, then I would have cared, but I can't see that that's listed in there at all. Why would we be afraid of that, Mace? Use a little slow motion when you fight Gore. Yeah. Yeah, Gore's got a lot of particle effects. You made me panic for a moment there, my dear. You got what you wanted, Mace. Bar off, please. Correct, Tama. It uses the Wii U version textures. On the 3DS version of the game. So you get all that good graphical fidelity of the Semu version, along with the multiplayer of the Citra version. Get multi if it works. Multi usually works. Today's just really bad for some reason. One time, a pattern does not make, okay? We've played 3U multiplayer plentiful times in the past with Sagado, and it's worked 90% of the time. Just infuriating? Yeah, it is. It is infuriating, but at the same time, right? Like, you're emulating a game from 2011 on your PC, playing multiplayer on it that wasn't even intended to be played in the way that you're playing it. Like, it's one of those things. Is it still annoying? Yeah. Do you also maybe need to take a step back and be like, man, the fact that I could do this in the first place is fucking wild. Maybe also a little bit, yeah, right? The thing that's annoying with Huntsterverse, right, is that you have to jump through all the hoops before you even begin fucking doing it. That's the thing that's fucking irritating with Huntsterverse. You have to download a VPN, you gotta set the VPN up, you gotta link it to your Discords. Right, it's not like that was without its issues. You've just done that so you don't think about it. But that's a barrier of entry for some that's enough to just be like, fuck this, I'm not gonna do it, right? It was for me for a long time. Citra is working purely off of its own merit here. That's it. Like, there's no outside program, there's no person fucking around with it for God knows how many years in order to make it work. It's just Citra multiplayer. Yeah, that's the game, Lugia, yeah? You have the choice between how Citra does it, or if you have to jump through the hoops for 3u2, you take the hoops. Well, you can't. I'm sorry. Your options are you get to do the way Citra does it, or you don't get to play at all, right? They're your options. Unfortunately, like, I wish it worked, man, but this has genuinely worked so many times in the past. We've had 4 people lobbies. Hell, we even had a fucking lobby where someone was playing on their Android, along with 3 people playing on their PCs, right? At one point, and we fought Alatreon. It definitely works. The ear rape Alatreon, oh god. Don't remind me. I'm not fighting him on this playthrough, thankfully. I don't have to fight him a single time. There's absolutely no reason to do it. So I'm not going to. Just because of that bug. Single-handedly. Or I'm not doing that quest even if you guys post it. Because of that bug. If I don't have to do Alatreon, I never will. Scam? I'm sure you can find someone else to play Alatreon with, Jizzle. I'm sure someone else will help you. Yep. Thankfully, as long as people, like, listen to me, it doesn't happen, right? So weird, there's only event Alatreon in this game? Yeah. Incredibly strange. I am not gonna have any healing. You okay there, Mace? Wow, is Baroff? Yeah? Or Birith? Sorry? Why wouldn't you be okay? Just felt like a very weird thing to say out of nowhere. Wow, it's Baroff. In the generation he was introduced in. Paref sounds like a Fire Emblem character. Yep, true. You never noticed? I mean, how, though? Need something? Did I carve the scalp? I think I did, I can't remember. Yes, I did. I got a scalp, unsurprisingly. Also, I'm amazed you've never seen the scalp go off, by the way. Ah! Hub health. Fool Maker, very appropriate after the hit I just took. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. Baroff killing me here. Oh my god. Ugh. Goes off in World, yeah. Goes off in every game. He's in. You just have to use a blunt damage weapon on his head. Well, you have to use a blunt damage weapon on his head to get the final hit. Same as a tail cut. Has to be a cutting weapon for the very final hit. Now you can redeem your points. Nice. Thank you for the bitsies, Chisel. Impact Vial? Don't know. Do they do impact damage? Or do they just do KO? Hey! Oh, you got a 10k bits badge, Chisel. Neat. Why did that pop up like that? I've never seen that before. Thank you for the extra bitsies. I appreciate it. All of the damn bitsies. Think of impact as artillery shells that do KO and stun damage. So in that case, no, it cannot break the head. It can? Weird. Yeah, the shakalakas in this game will not throw bombs unless you give them specific masks. Thank fuck. Sorry, what? Masks? Yeah. In this game, you don't have felines, Lugia. You have shakalakas. And their abilities are dependent on what mask the shakalaka is wearing. I'm gonna triple cart this quest because I don't have enough healing. Kind of shocked that you gifted 10k. I mean, you were gifting in March as well, though, right, Chisel? And you do like 500 every month. I emptied the chest. I did, Big Lou. Yeah. It's just a lack of the beginner defense and also playing badly. Been here a year and a half. Oh, look, there's his head. Just a wee bit of time, Chisel. Year and a half. Almost super stream September. Yep. Good time to remind people. Wednesday this week, the coming week. Wednesday is the day off, as it will be going forward forever. Well, until changed again, I should say. Wednesday will be the day off. And then the Wednesday after will be the Super Stream announcement. We'll do the Super Stream September announcement on the Wednesday afterwards. More details to come. For the exact time that will be. TBD still. Also TBD for me to get off my lazy butt and actually make the PowerPoint spreadsheet. Again. Every Monster Hunter game you played, the early game was also always a chore. Yeah, the problem for me at the moment in the early game here is the fact that I can't upgrade my weapons, right? So I'm dealing with shitty weapons in hub where monsters have really good health. This Balrog would have been long dead in solo. So that's the chief issue I've got. Because I don't have the sharpness to hit him consistently. And I don't have good damage, and he has increased health. It's kind of poopy. Because yeah, that's the entirety of my green sharpness, and I only have 100 damage. Base starting damage is 70 with hammer, so I'm not really running much higher than base damage. And while I do have the option, if I so desire, of farming 5 monster fluids and 10 Pelagiasite ore for like multiple weapons to get upgrades, I really don't want to spend my time doing that. Getting 5 monster fluid and 10 Pelagiasite ore per weapon. It's gonna be kind of horrible. Just a little mining and killing bugs for hours on end. Finally limpid, yep. We're getting there. Well, hey, that's gonna help. Man, Hammer in this game actually feels good to play, as opposed to Freedom Unite. I'm so happy. It doesn't feel like so incredibly janky without having that ability to combo out of R moves. I feel like I can actually hit good KOs and stuff as well. Fuck. That did so much damage to me, man. Woof. I probably need an armor upgrade, huh? I don't know if I'll make it to Rathalos. Maybe I will, though, because it's Rathalos. I have fought him a million times. I can't believe I can't even pierce him. Thank you for that flinch. Good. Nope. Okay, angry again. Wonderful. It means I'm doing damage, at least. I'm honestly gonna pop another Sharpen just to have the not bouncing happening with normal attacks. That fucking turn. Oh, never mind. I guess. Why did I even try? I can't even fucking hit him. I just bounce off. Man, the health regen's really, really slow in this game, huh? I don't have health regen down, do I? No, I don't. Thank you. Actually waited so long he became unenraged. You fucking... Every time that you try and play safe for a really long period, get some healing, get a sharpening, get some stamina, one hit! Oh, good quest. 25 minutes, basically no healing left. Use the healing from the box as well. Nice. Good shit. 2 deaths. That's what we want. That's what we want. Do the fight almost perfectly, die near the end, come back, hit it a few times, yep. That is a classic. That is a classic. Okie dokie. Nice. that is me done for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. I will be back with more Freedom Unite on Friday, but you can see when on the when link there, the schedule page when it'll be in your local time zone, and on what days I play stuff, stories tomorrow. Also 12-hour stream next Sunday, which isn't on there yet, but I'll put it on there at some point, maybe, eventually. The YouTube link being the second one there for you if you want to watch any of the VODs. You want someone to be noise in your background during your weekdays, they're there for you. And the Discord server, if you want to join in on that. Announcements, polls, all that sort of shit. It's in there. That will be me, though. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a good time. Until I catch you next time, have fun. Toodaloo.